Morning, YouTube. All right, y'all. So, did a poll last night on TikTok and my YouTube short about between two shoes that I'm gonna wear today for my 6-mile recovery run. It was between the A6 Gel Nimbus and the Brooks Glycerin Max. On TikTok, Gel Nimbus won, but on YouTube, 100% votes for the Glycerin Max. So this is what we're in today. We're gonna call this shoe the Tank because it's just massive. Look at that stack height. So this is DNA tuned foam, so which basically means it's tuned to be a little bit more firmer, to give that pop in the front of the toes, and it's tuned to be a little more softer for that little more cushion in the heel. Now I'm not gonna lie, I do have a video that I wore this in, I just haven't posted it yet, and I do have some like initial thoughts on it. This will be my third run in it, so I am going to record a little bit more thoughts on here. I should have 16 miles, close to about 20 miles in total when I'm done with this shoe today. So. But first impressions are, yeah, it is super comfortable, but looks can be deceiving. The shoe can have a totally huge max stack and be firm. You know, if I take this one compared to the Super Blast, this one for me is a bit more softer than the Super Blast, but at some points it could also feel a little more firmer than the Super Blast. It also depends on, you know, how you're running mechanics, your running dynamics. So I wanted to get some more miles in this one. It's a $200 shoe, so I want to be honest with it, and I want to give it its time. Because I'm going to be honest, starting when I started running with this one, it feels very much like the New Balance SC Trainer, which I did not like in the beginning, and then it really started to grow on me and actually probably became my favorite training shoe of the year so far. So, I'm pretty much done buying shoes until 2025 right now. So, I would rather take the New Balance SC Trainer over the Super Blast, and I can say that now with running almost 100 miles in my New Balance SC Trainer. You know, I think the Super Blast has a lot of great qualities, but I just like that New Balance Trainer. But we're gonna take the Brooks Glycerin Max back out front of the run, get some more miles in here, and we'll see how it goes. Cold start to the morning today, 35 degrees Fahrenheit, and I don't know. Let's see how we do it. Right now I'm really procrastinating going out there. But shoes are tight. Let's get a warm up in and let's go catch you all during the run. Peace. This running like after a big holiday, so it's the day after Thanksgiving and it's very quiet out here. It always makes me happy when I'm out here putting the work in while everyone else is still just waking up. I don't know, there's something about these early morning runs or workouts that just set you up for success for the rest of the day. Still keeping that schedule the same. Went to bed early, got my 8 hours of sleep, didn't overdo food yesterday, and I even went to the gym yesterday. So it's just about staying consistent and stacking those days. It's not about how many miles you run, not about how fast, it's just about how consistent you can stack those days. It's really all that matters. We're rocking a comfortable like 10:05 minute per mile, which is perfect. I'll tell you one thing though, for a tank of a shoe,
they don't want to go slow. The rocker definitely pushes you forward. So take that for what it is. Really nice. I just want to protect my feet as much as I can. Before the marathon, I started having some plantar fascia problems, some aches. So I'm just trying to keep that at a minimum. They've gotten better, but we're doing that track Smith, no days off. So we out here putting that work in. Hey y'all. So a tip for winter running or cold weather running, because everyone's body is different for tolerance of cold. So I don't just want to say it's winter running. Put your watch over your sleeve. When I used to run last year and I used to put it underneath my sleeve, I had to keep lifting the sleeve to check, and that cold wind would just hit my sweaty wrist and it wouldn't be good. But the catch is, when you do that, the wrist-based heart rate optimal sensor will not catch your heart rate. So question is, well, how do you keep track of your heart rate? And again, for the new runners, people who know this, obviously you know, get a chest strap or a bicep heart rate sensor. So right now I'm wearing my Coros heart rate strap. It goes on the bicep. I have it on my left arm, so that's touching my skin, and the Garmin watch is over my sleeve. The reason why I don't use a chest strap personally is I don't like the bouncing up and down of it. Well, I tried again, sure, but for right now I'm really liking the heart rate strap. And two companies that make a bicep band are Polar and Coros, and I'm pretty sure there's other companies out there. Those are the two that I know of, and they sync up perfectly fine with the Garmin. So if you don't want to get a chest strap, you can get a bicep heart rate sensor, and if you want to stay warmer, put your watch over your sleeve. It's the best thing you'll ever do. All right, 2.5 in. Still got more to go. We're not done yet, y'all. I know. After the holiday, you just want to sleep. Keep going. Let's go. So nice. another mile. That's 4. 2 more to go. We're really slow cruising. No rush today. Give the body a chance to recover. Some active recovery. I feel like these are going to be the New Balance SE trainers to me, where I don't like them at the beginning, but as I keep getting miles on them, I feel like I'm going to like them. All right, we'll wait to the car for the recap. Let's go. YouTube, that is it. 6 mile run in the books. Recovery run, easy pace, 6 miles at about an hour, so cruising at about a 10-minute per mile pace. That was an amazing run. I really loved it. And a lot of questions I get about running is about these relaxed, easy recovery runs, and the best advice I can give y'all is the advice my coach gave me, which was keep the run relaxed, easy, as if you don't want it to end. And that was the best advice I ever got, because what I took from that was keep the pace easy, keep the breathing easy, keep the body comfortable, and keep the mindset good. And that's what I got from that. And today's run just literally changed my whole entire day. I am so happy I went on this run. And I mean, I'm happy I go on all my runs. And like I was sitting at dinner last night thinking about my run today. So that's how much I love to run. That's how much this run was. I had it in my mind to keep it chilled and relaxed, and I was so happy I did. We did not do a mile over 9:55, so that is amazing. And you heard me say it during the video, this was an active recovery run. And what that means is most people think of recovery as being like, well, I'm gonna recover, I'm gonna rest. And that's important, that's equally important. But active recovery is you could still do some activities, just keep it more light effort, because you know your body's still recovering in the background. So that's what we did today. Now, getting into the meat and potatoes of this video, the Brooks Glycerin Max, the tank. Ladies and gentlemen, the tank of a long run max cushion shoe. This thing is unbelievable. It looks good, but I have a few thoughts on it. This is my third run, about 16 to 18 miles in this shoe, and we have a few thoughts about the Brooks Glycerin Max. I'm not gonna go into a really deep video here because I wanna get a few more miles before I make a review video, but so quick thoughts. I'll give you 3 pros, 3 cons, and talk a little bit about that. So, one pro, it is super warm. It's not hot where your foot is sweaty, and I do have a pair of Tracksmith Merino wool socks on. It is not a shoe where you're gonna be sweating in. It's gonna be a shoe where your feet are gonna be kept warm in, but not super sweaty. There are some air holes for breathability here. But it's not a shoe that you're gonna feel. It's not like the Nike Vaporfly where there's, you know, you could feel the wind breaking through. I mean, maybe there was wind breaking through, but I just didn't feel it with the sock on. But this is the third time I wore this shoe. The first time I wore it, I wore a minimum cushion sock, and my feet were still warm. So it will keep your feet warm. So if you're looking for a good warm winter shoe, this will be the one, in my personal opinion. The other pro is the amount of padding that you get. We're gonna ignore the cushion for now. I'm just talking about the padding. The padding on the tongue, the padding on the heel, the padding across the Achilles on the back, the padding on the side of your feet right over here. The upper, all this is so super comfortable. It reminds me of a shoe when I was growing up. Like, it's just one of those 90 feeling shoes. It's so plush, it's like a slipper, it's like a Ugg. It just feels so
so good. The step-in feel is amazing. The insole is great as well. And the other pro is the rocker. The rocker of this shoe, and you can see it kind of right here. The rocker of this shoe is amazing. It really just glides you through your run and pushes you forward. I love that about this shoe. I love that about the shoe. I love that you could just stomp down and push forward. I have been striking a lot from this shoe from the midfoot to the forefoot, and I could really feel that just roll with me. It's a beautiful and an amazing, slow, easy run, recovery run shoe. Now, as far as the dislikes, one, I do have to do a runner's knot, so I did get a little bit of heel slippage. So I do have to do a runner's knot with this shoe, but oh no, it's not the worst thing in the world. Two, sometimes, it's not all the time, but the traction, I did get a little bit of slippage today on some wet leaves. So just keep that in mind. I mean, I'm still gonna be wearing this when it's wet outside, when it's raining, absolutely. I wore it yesterday, and we were downpouring yesterday. I wore it for a 3-mile walk, and it was great, but after, like, on a little bit of mud and everything, I did get a little bit of slippage, so just keep that in mind. Not too much, so I'm not putting this as a big con, but definitely something to be aware of. And 3, the con is just, can I get over it? Yes. Did it go away during the run? Yes. But the weight of the shoe could be a lot sometimes. If you're striking in the right position and using that rocker, it doesn't feel bad. You don't feel the weight. But if you try to do something that the shoe, it's a little bit out of the shoe's realm. So if you strike the wrong way or anything like that, you do feel the weight of the shoe. In my personal opinion, like I said, it could be just the way I was running today. It could be the way my feet were hitting the ground today. When I did my run last Sunday, I didn't feel the weight of this shoe. It actually felt good. But this shoe is not going to be your going fast marathon shoe. This shoe is not going to be your 5K, 10K racer. It's going to be your mass cushion, soft, beautiful, plush shoe, especially when your feet are tired. If you're like me and you work all day on your feet and you got to do a run the next morning, amazing shoe. Really takes care of your feet. I did not feel the ground at all. I'm going to talk about the cushion in my review because I'm still trying to get a feel for it a little bit, but all in all, really good shoe. I will tell you, I don't feel the bounce too much when I'm running, so I feel like I don't compress the foam enough when I'm running, but when I'm walking I do. And we're gonna get into that in my full review. I'm saving everything for that. I'm taking notes, but all in all, good shoe, good winter shoe, good recovery shoe. If you guys are looking for one of those, amazing. Compared to the Super Blast is a much more well-rounded shoe as far as like the weight of it, so you can use it for some speed intervals, you can use it for some quicker efforts, and you can also race in it. I would not race in this shoe, but for marathon long training, I mean, this is going to be the shoe to go with. But yeah, y'all, that is it. Quick thoughts on the Brooks Glycerin Max running vlog. Done, easy run. It was amazing putting that work in after a amazing holiday. Getting up in the morning, following the routine, being disciplined, and putting that work in is so important. So congratulations to everyone who did it. If you did run today, I hope you had an amazing run. Whatever you did, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. That means a lot to me. Thanks for all the support. Follow me on TikTok. I'm very active on there and on IG. And yeah, y'all, that is it. Until the next run, peace out. Enjoy your weekend.